We're very excited about this. Breece Hall is joining us, New York Jets. This is very exciting. Breece, you have two Jet fans with you, and unfortunately, you also have a Dolphin fan. He's the guy in the red sweatshirt with a hat on, okay?
Yeah, okay.
What, did he not
Reese.
guess that I was the Jet fan? I mean,
Reese, when you said you were playing without limitations, holy shit, you weren't joking, man. Congratulations to you, buddy.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It meant a lot to just go out there and to really show what I can do and just help the team win.
22 carries, 177 yards, one touchdown. Was that the best game you've ever had?
No, I mean in the NFL, yeah, but in my life, nah.
What was the best game you've had in your life?
In high school, one game it was really cold and our quarterback he had small hands and he couldn't throw the ball. I think I had like 32 carries for like 366 yards and
What?
6 touchdowns. Yeah, yeah.
But what do you mean he had small hands? Like were they not throwing because his hands were small and he wasn't good, or because you were so good and it was cold out?
No, it was cold out, and I think he couldn't grip the ball well enough to like really throw it how we wanted to throw because we like to really like we were a vertical passing team, and he couldn't grip it to like get the zip on it that he wanted to. So we would just run heavy that game.
I was talking to Mikey A before you came on here, and he has you on his fantasy team, and I think that's the kind of game he wants from you. 326
Listen,
yards, if you
yeah.
can pull one out for us.
Yeah,
Breece, if you could turn it on at some point, that would be nice. At some point, we're not aiming for second here, Breece.
The fantasy people were knocking me for a few weeks, and I'm just like, all right, just hold up. I got y'all.
Right, you were limited before last week. Breece, I said last year when you went down, because you were such a big part of the offense and such a great player and so much fun to watch that when you sustained the injury, I said, that's it. The Jet season's a wrap. It's over, because you opened up a lot for your quarterback. You do. And so I'm wondering, from a mental and physical standpoint, can you kind of take us through when you went down with that injury and what you went through to get back to what you did last week and what that must have felt like?
Yeah, when it happened, I just remember getting the toss and running, and I tried to cut up, and I just remember just like I'm trying to cut, like slowing down, trying to cut up and falling on the ground, and I felt that something happened, but I didn't think it was anything serious because I never really had a serious injury before. And when we go get the X-ray was fine, and then the docs start moving my knee a whole bunch to see if it was still intact and everything, and that's how I found out I tore it. And then just like throughout the rehab process, you just go through a lot of good days and bad days, and days where like you see yourself getting better than days where like your knees telling you, okay, you're working too hard, or like you overworked me, and you're really sore, you can't really do anything. So it's just a lot of mental barriers you got to break. And then the hardest part was probably those weeks before they were letting me get back into practice, just sitting there on the sideline watching guys the whole time. And then you got to break a mental barrier of coming back and really playing football again, dealing with your knee getting sore. And then for me, like I had crossed everything, but I hadn't been hit. Like the coaches weren't allowing nobody to hit me, so I didn't get my first hit until the first game. So then once I got hit the first time, I was like, okay, I'm good. So it was like a whole bunch of mental barriers that you got to break.
Breece, I'm watching One Jets Drive, the documentary about you, and it looks like the rehab process for an injury like that is like the loneliest thing in the world. It's just you and your trainer, just after hours, before practice and stuff. Like, how much does that prepare you to to deal with this kind of season?
Yeah, I'd say like just being here the whole off season, it definitely sucked. Like I don't think anybody would want to stay and have to rehab and not be able to spend time with their family a lot and not be able to travel how they want to. So it definitely sucked, but it was just good for me to figure out, like really realize how mentally and physically tough I was, how I was able to push through stuff even when I was hurting and stuff like that. And then being with my trainer Bobby Daplin, who was my guy the whole time. And me and him, like we got into it a lot and we're arguing a lot, but it also helped strengthen our relationship at the same time. So it was good for both of us.
In a way, it made you stronger, right? Mentally and
Yeah,
physically.
yeah, it definitely did. And I think if I wouldn't have stayed here, I wouldn't have been able to have the recovery that I did have. So it definitely played off for sure.
Were you nervous right before that first hit? Like, were you thinking about it?
No, I was kind of just I had so much adrenaline and stuff. I was kind of just like,
Right.
fuck it, let's go. And that first carry,
Right.
the first carry, they let me get the 30-yard run. I was like, all right, I'm good. Like that's all I needed right there.
Breece, there's obviously great expectations coming into the season with Aaron here, with some of the weapons that you guys have with you coming back. And then we
Mhm.
see Aaron go down the first game of the season. So going back to training camp, how did that guy get that goldfish in Aaron's hand?
Were you there for
Honestly,
that, Breece? Were you in the room?
yeah, that was crazy. Like that, I couldn't even like. We were all sitting there watching it, and you try to stay as locked in as you can, and it happens, and you still don't know. Like you have no idea. Like people like that. I'm a big guy who's like I'm real interested in just talent. Like if somebody can do something that I can't do, I'm intrigued by it. So like just watching that whole thing happen was crazy.
The thing with that though is like I feel like if you see certain things, you're like, I have an idea of how that worked, right? But if I were to see that and see this fish just appear in his hands when there's no way that that could have happened, I feel like I'd be walking around not being able to trust anyone for a while, you
Yeah, it
know?
was crazy. And then like knowing Aaron, I know Aaron was trying to like throw him off of his game or maybe say, "Oh, you got this wrong or this wrong," and try to like mess with him a little bit. But he stayed locked in and he did his thing, so it was cool to see.
Are you buying that Aaron's coming back this year? You're not buying that, are you? That's crazy.
I'm not gonna put anything out there in the air, but I say for a guy like him, anything's possible.
That mentalist though, like Breece, that was he also had you guys in the Super Bowl, I believe, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel about that right now?
I mean, that's cool, but we've only played 5 games this year, so we still got 12 more to go, and then plus the playoffs. So we'll see.
Billy, why you get mad at me because I tried to set him up for a question there? Like, what were you doing?
It
Because
seems
I believe in my Jets. I believe in this team. I believe in Zach Wilson. I think they're still getting to the Super Bowl. I'm the mentalist. That's what I'm trying to say. I believe
it,
in you, Breeze.
it felt like you were trying to lead him to say that he was not feeling good about that because of the injuries, which is
No,
a terrible
no.
position to put. Breece, before you came on, I said, guys, how do you honestly feel about Breece Hall? And they both said, we love Breece Hall. And I feel like if you actually love Breece, you wouldn't be putting him in that position.
That's Breeze. Did you feel like I was trying to put you in a position?
It was a little smoke there. I felt it a little bit.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I didn't mean it. I mean, it was unintentional, and I love you. I'm sorry,
I
okay? I'm sorry.
appreciate it. No, you're good.
All you can do is apologize when you make a mistake. You're an asshole, Billy.
Oh,
Breeze, do you think you're better now than you were before the injury? Is that even possible?
I don't think I'm there yet. I think eventually I will be, yeah. But I don't think I'm there yet. I'm still getting like 100% comfortable with my knee and everything like that. And it's like a new barrier that I break every week, and I do a crazy juke or make a crazy cut and stuff like that. That I get more and more comfortable with it, and it's still getting stronger every week. And it's just been a blessing to not have too many hiccups and not have to take any steps back and everything. So it's like every week I'm just getting stronger. So I think it's been a positive for sure.
You were born in Omaha. You grew up in Wichita, and so I'm wondering what it was like the first couple of days in New York. What was that like for you?
Um, it was cool just being in the city and stuff like that. But I'm a big like I'm a not a loner, but I enjoy my own company. So like being around a whole bunch of people and stuff isn't like really my thing. Like I'm low key, laid back, and so like going to Times Square and like all that stuff. Like it's cool for a first time experience, but like it ain't nothing I really want to do again. It's like okay, that was a cool experience. I took some pictures, have fun and everything. But as much as I enjoy being around a whole bunch of people, I enjoy my own company too.
You only need to see that place once. You're right, Brees. That's it. You
Yeah,
got the pictures. You're good. You don't need to go back there.
yeah,
Trust me, I'm from
exactly,
there. Okay.
exactly.
Anything else about New York City? It must have been daunting, though, right? Such a big
I
place, so many
need.
people.
I was just talking to some of our staff today. I want to go see the big Christmas tree that
Right.
they every year. I haven't gonna go see that, but people say that's hectic too. So I'm gonna try to get out there pretty early and take some pictures. Walk around and maybe go to a nice restaurant and eat with some of my teammates or some friends or something. And that would be cool too.
How happy are you guys for Zach Wilson right now?
Extremely happy. He's balled out the last few weeks, and just for him to come in and be able to like leave off where Aaron left and kind of take some of the stuff that he's given Zach and for Zach to just use in the game. It's been good. Every quarterback has their struggle. Every young quarterback has their struggles, but he's really been able to regroup and stay confident, and you can tell he's growing every week and getting better every week.
Breece, last week we were making a big deal about the Hackett revenge game going to Denver. Did you guys feel that, or was that something that we kind of just blew up in the media?
No, I don't think anybody really made too big of a deal about it. The coach said somewhere that some stuff that he felt that he needed to say, and Hackett just stayed humble, stayed quiet about it, and didn't really care. And we went out, we won. The better team, the better coach won, and that's what it was.
How did you feel returning to Denver, considering that's where you got hurt last year?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like everybody was trying to make it a big deal, but it was just like it's just a game. Not that serious, yeah.
You say that it wasn't a huge deal for the Hack game, but you guys made him a captain. Like that's not a common thing, right? Where the coach is an honorary captain for a game.
Ridiculous.
I don't know. I just show up, bro. I just show
up. It wasn't your call, Breece.
Yeah.
But it is a little absurd. I mean, just a tiny bit. I love you. Breece, tell me we're going to make the playoffs, okay? We are long-suffering Jet fans. Please, because if you tell us, Breece, I'll believe you. Because I'm serious. Tell us we're going to make the playoffs. Just tell me, Mike, just between us, hey, we're going to make the playoffs.
God willing, we make the playoffs. I have the confidence in our offense and our defense, our special teams. So with that, then I think that we can make the playoffs for sure.
All right. I promise you, I'm not trying to put you in a bad spot. No smoke here. I'm just asking if your owner, if you think your owner looks a little ridiculous with that bling on, like just a little.
Terrible question.
Breece,
listen, don't answer that.
Because
him.
I think he does. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. All right.
Breece, ignore him.
No comment. Yeah, no comment.
Billy, maybe he would have answered it. I mean, what is Jared telling you? Not to answer that?
No comment.
No comment. Well done, Breece.
What does Breece Hall like to do when he's not playing football? I'll let you go here in a minute.
I'm a big video gamer, and I like to watch movies and TV shows. But by the time we leave football, I don't really want to go do anything like outside of going home because I'm so tired. So I go home. My cheat snack is some Oreos and milk. Turn the video game on, chill, play video games, and watch a movie before I go to sleep, and then repeat it the next day.
What's your favorite movie?
I like psychological thrillers. My favorite movie, it's a magician movie called Now You See Me. I'm a big fan. Yeah.
So then you definitely have to have been trying to figure out the fish thing.
Nah, I don't even want to. It could be some type of like dark magic or something that goes into that. I don't even
now You See Me was kind of messed up. Did you see Now You See Me too? Not as good as the first one, but Now You See Me is a little messed up.
And I'm weird. I like Harry Potter and stuff like that too. So that's
okay.
Yeah.
And how about video games? What's your go-to video game?
Right now I'm playing 2K. When I get home with my friends after I watch film and stuff, I play 2K, some Madden, and then watch a movie or a show. Then, I'm knocked out, waking up the next day.
You just like to chill at home, man. You like to be with yourself, right?
Yeah, just chill, have some friends over, maybe some teammates. I'm a big foodie. I like to go out to eat, and so stuff like that. Just chill, stuff like that.
What's the perfect meal for you?
On any day, just give me a good burger, some fries, and a shake, and I'm set.
My man, I love it. How about on the Oreos though, Bill? You go double stuff. I go double stuff.
Yeah, I'm
go double stuff.
Double stuffed every time.
Yeah, nice. You can't go normal Oreos.
Yeah.
If you can't get the mega stuff.
Nah, that's OD.
With a glass of milk, though, of course. Mikey, you had something in on his coach in college?
Oh yeah, no. Every time that we get some coaching openings in the NFL, your former coach Matt Campbell, his name comes up. Do you want to see him come to the NFL, or do you think like that's not going to happen? What do you think?
I honestly, I don't think it is, just because he's kind of like set in stone and aims, and he has young kids, and his kids are like just reaching middle school, high school, so they're still growing up. And I don't think in that aspect. He wants to just pick up and move. So I think not within the next probably like 5 years, but maybe soon.
All right, Breece. Hey, we really appreciate this. Appreciate your time. We know it's a busy time for you. Good luck this weekend. Good luck the rest of the way. And I got to tell you, as a longtime Jet fan, it really was great seeing you do what you did last week against Denver.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. It was really cool to see, Breece. It was.
Anytime. Thank you guys.
All right, we appreciate it. Go beat the Eagles, man. Let's do it, all
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
All right, man. Tell Jared we said thank you, and good luck to you the rest of the way here, man.
Thank you guys.
All right, Breece.
Thank you.
Thanks, Breece.